Well, it's a welcome back. We're here at part 2 of the Barefoot Chronicles here at St Andrews at Utterby. So let's go check it out. As you can see in the doorway, the entrance, medieval brickwork. Again, like we saw in Marsh Chapel yesterday, there's intriguing carvings, floral decorations. What was like some kind of vase. Some gentleman there with a goatee. Oh, that's an interesting chap. Got a staff, a long beard. Oh, so he's trampled on someone. This is an exact replica to Lord Shiva in Hinduism, where he's doing the Nataraj dance. And he's squashing on a young chap, a little person. Nataraj, Aum Namah Shivaya.
Figurine symbols that the Indians produced. I mean, the dancing Shiva, for example, we've never produced anything as comprehensive as this. The dancing Shiva, those little bronze statues, it is the Shiva with 4 arms dancing with 1 foot raised. And, well, I mean, I'll go into the details. They're really quite extraordinary. It's the figure stands within a great circle, a sort of halo, which has flames going out, I mean, the symbols of flames. And this is the circle of mass, energy, space, time. I mean, this is the material world, the great world of the all-embracing material world with its flames. Within this, Shiva dances. He's called Nataraj, the lord of the dance. And he dances, he's everywhere in the universe. I mean, this is his dance. The manifestation of the world is called his lila, his play. It's, I mean, he sends his rain upon the just and the unjust, and he's beyond good and evil, of course. It's all an immense manifestation of play. He has this long hair, which is the hair of the yogi, contemplative, and it streams out to the limits of the universe, you see. Therefore, this sort of yogic knowledge of this contemplation includes everything. He has 4 arms. In the upper right arm he holds a little drum, which is the drum which summons things into creation. You beat upon this drum and things come into existence. In his left arm he holds a fire, which is what destroys everything. He both creates and destroys. His lower right hand is held up in this attitude, which means be not afraid, in spite of everything, it is all right. The other hand points down at his feet, and 1 foot is planted squarely on the back of a repulsive dwarf, this infinitely powerful dwarf called Muyalaka, I think his name is, who is the ego, and he has to break the back of the ego, you see. What he's really pointing at is the other foot, which is raised, and this means this foot is raised against gravitation and is the symbol of spiritual contemplation.
I'm unsure what that is. Maybe can't. I'm not sure if some kind of creature or griffin. Sacred vines, Russell Brand. No, it isn't really, but floral decoration there. Looks like some pine cone there to do with the kundalini and the chakras and the pineal gland in the brain. Obviously, these to ward off evil spirits and to let them exit the church. Very old. It's obviously made out of chalk as well inside the entrance here. Over the chalk's stone blocks. May we enter there, Lord. Thank you. The ancient door, this. It's one of the oldest doors that I've ever had to use. There's lots going on here in St Andrews in Utterby. You've got your ancient stones. So a place of worship for over 1,000 years. And then you've had the Normans, the Vikings were settled here, and then the Normans, who some of the Normans were descended from Vikings. Reverend John Fretwell, the placard there. St Bartholomew's. Ah, we've been to a St Bartholomew's in this county. So Rathby, Winceby, Covingham. Oh, there's the Covingham. We're going to visit that at St Bartholomew in Covingham. There's St Bartholomew's that we went to. I do believe it's Keelby. Trying to remember all the churches we've been to. And so many. Exceptional, you know, this is a solid marble to carve that piece. Wow. You got a very sacred symbol. There's the Ouroboros with a snake eating its own tail. Representation of some paganism and esoteric meaning. It's like for infinity and cycles. Got the fleur-de-lis up there. The 4 bells. During the height of the Victorian period and the East India Company. Oh, something I don't really agree with. The East India Company absolutely raped and pillaged India. It's quite a travesty. It goes unnoticed in history. Interesting sculpture, that. It's Lee Sedgwick. Utterby Clark, eldest daughter of Errol, Ellie, wife of the Cohairs, Count of York, grandchild, Lee, his oldest daughter, that's St. Clair or something. Wells of Thorpe Hall, who died May 17th. 43rd day of the year of age, 1705. And lamented by all that valued exemplary piety, chastity, humility, and charity. Wow. Interesting. Obviously, the more notable people have been placed inside the church. Again, like the Victorian era. Some interesting chalk sculptures up there. This is like one of the first churches that I ever been to that has chalk faces all over here. I was told by my friend Stephen Phoenix, a big shout out to Stephen Phoenix, told me these are situated in energy fields, energy lines. So there's a few in and out directions. See everywhere. Very interesting. We've got some kind of pig or hog. It's like the dog out, a never-ending story. Like, very beautiful, intricate carving here. Flowers. Floral decorations. We see these in Marsh Chapel this week. Very intricate carvings. Sorry, I have to walk across here. I don't like walking on the stone, on the gravestone. See the organ there? It's a very little one. I won't be playing me Twinkle Twinkle Little Star today. See, there's like a lot of chalk carved into the walls there. Leonard Town, or Reverend Leonard Town, Vicar of the Parish, Esquire of Lincoln, 1797, August, 31st of August, 1797. So near August, we're in the month of August now. Got like some ancient sundial. There's St Andrew there, 2015. There is a few stained glass windows. They don't look awfully like Latin there. Virtuous. Something virtuous. Oh. So what does that look like? The sacred mushroom. Then the cross there. Very significant meanings. You got the fleur de lis. Is that a bee? Stars and the sacred mushroom. Interesting. The Vikings was a big lover of mushrooms. Open up them neural pathways in your brain. Not like clover, some kind of clover coming out of a root. Intricate floral decorations. So I think we'll leave it there. We'll wrap it up. Hope you enjoyed St Andrews in Utterby. It's remarkable, little characteristics here, and it truly has a lot of character. It's truly unique. It's one of the first I've been to that's actually made solely out of the chalk blocks that have been quarried locally. So we'll leave it there. We'll wrap it up. Hope you've enjoyed both part 1 and part 2 at St Andrews Utterby. So keep an eye out. Please subscribe, follow the journey. We've got loads more videos coming, especially this summer and later in the year. So remember to take care of yourselves and each other. So God bless.